Welcome to the optical fiber communication. In previous lectures, we defined one parameter which is called the V number of the fiber. It is given by 2 pi by lambda A into Na, where lambda is the wavelength of the light that is passing through the fiber, A is the core radius, Na is the numerical aperture of the fiber. If we put different values for Na, we will get different equations for this V number. The significance of this V number is that it gives number of modes supported by any fiber, and the modes are given by alpha upon alpha plus 2 into V square by 2, where this alpha is called as the index profile parameter. So now if you observe the number of modes, they are directly proportional to V square. So as V number increases, number of modes also increase. So we can say this V number is related with wavelength, the core radius and numerical aperture, and it is inversely proportional to the wavelength. So we can say as the wavelength increases, V number reduces, and since number of modes directly proportional to V number, if I increase the wavelength, number of modes will also get reduced. So now depend on the number of modes supported by fiber and the profile parameter alpha, we have different classifications of optical fiber. So the first category depend on refractive index profile inside core. That means how the refractive index will vary inside fiber core is called as a refractive index profile. So depend on that, we have two types: step index fiber and graded index fiber. Then based on number of modes, we can classify fiber as single mode and multi-mode fiber. As the name indicates, single mode fiber can support only one mode, and multi-mode fiber can support more than one modes. So by combining these two classification criteria, we have three basic types of optical fiber: single mode step index fiber, which will support only one mode, and the index profile is a step index profile. Then multi-mode step index fiber and multi-mode graded index fiber. So let us look at what is step index fiber. The step indicates sudden change in the refractive index from core to the cladding. As given in the diagram, the fiber is shown here, and this indicates refractive index of a fiber as a function of radial distance. At the center of the core, the radial distance is 0. Radius of core is A. So when R is equal to A, that is the radial distance is equal to A, that means this is the point at core cladding boundary. After R equal to A, that is when the radial distance is greater than A, that indicates it is inside cladding. So we are increasing value of R from 0 to A, means we are moving from center of the fiber core towards core cladding boundary. So this distance indicates the distance from the center of the fiber. On y-axis, we have plotted the refractive index n of R, that is refractive index as a function of radial distance. So the profile is given by n of r is equal to n1 when r is less than a, where a is the radius of the core, and is equal to n2 when r is greater than equal to a. So when r is less than a, that indicates it is inside core. R is greater than a, that is inside cladding. Now you can observe for r less than a, the refractive index is n1, that is constant, and for r greater than a, refractive index is n2, that is also constant. Now you can observe this diagram. On y-axis at the center of the core, the refractive index is n1 up to r less than a, means up to core cladding boundary, the refractive index is n1, and when the cladding starts, the refractive index is changed to n2 such that n2 is less than n1. So the change is called as a step change. This change from n1 to n2 is a sudden change, and that's why this change is called as a step change. There are no any intermediate refractive indices in between n1 and n2. Directly from n1, the refractive index is changed to n2. So inside core, the refractive index is constant, that is n1, and inside cladding, the refractive index is constant, that is n2. Next is graded index fiber. Now graded index means the refractive index inside core is changed gradually from center of the fiber towards core cladding boundary. So if you look at the equation, it is given by n of r is equal to n1 1 minus 2 delta into r by a raised to alpha raised to 1 by 2, where this alpha is called as a index profile parameter. Depend on value of alpha, we will get different types of refractive index profiles inside core. And then inside cladding, the refractive index is constant, that is n2. Here delta indicates the relative refractive index difference. So now you can observe inside core, the refractive index is gradually changed, but inside cladding, the refractive index is constant, that is n2. So the graded index indicates gradual change in the refractive index of the core, not the cladding. So for different values of alpha, you can see different graphs are shown. When alpha equal to 1, the profile is triangular profile. So this is the core axis. At the center, radial distance is 0. As you increase the radial distance, we are moving towards core cladding boundary. Now if I put alpha equal to infinity, I will get the step index profile. So remember, whenever alpha equal to infinity, that indicates it is a step index fiber. So let us look at some of the profiles for different values of alpha. Let us consider alpha equal to 1. So the term will be r by a raised to 1 now. So that is a triangular type profile. So you can observe at the center of the fiber, the refractive index is n1. At core cladding boundary, it is n2, and inside cladding also it is constant, that is n2. So it is shown by this horizontal line. So now inside this core, if you observe, as we increase the radial distance, that means as I move from center towards the core cladding boundary, the refractive index is gradually changed. That is, initially it is N1, then it is reduced linearly up to core cladding boundary, it becomes N2, and inside cladding it is constant N2. So this is a triangular type profile when alpha equal to 1. When alpha equal to 2, we get the profile which looks like a parabola. So the refractive index will varied like this. From center it is N1, then it is varied following the parabola type structure, and then it becomes N2. At alpha equal to 15, you will observe the profile will look like this. So as you keep on increasing value of alpha, the index profile will reach towards the step index profile, and when alpha is infinity, you will get step index profile. So if we see the step index fiber, the refractive index of core is constant throughout the core diameter. So we define the refractive index profile by this equation, and for graded index fiber, the refractive index in the core is not constant throughout the core, but it is maximum at the center, and then it is reduced gradually towards the core cladding boundary, and then it is constant inside cladding. So we can define the profile by this equation. So if we look at the three different types, the first type was the single mode step index fiber. So it indicates the profile is given here. The y-axis now indicates the radial distance, x-axis indicates the refractive index as a function of radial distance. So at the center of the fiber, the refractive index is N1, and this indicates the core diameter given by A. So inside core, the refractive index is N1, so all over this part refractive index is N1, and then R greater than A, refractive index is N2. So in this way, if you observe the single mode propagation, the light will travel along axis of the fiber. And remember, the core diameter is very small as compared to the cladding diameter. The core diameter is made so small that only one mode can propagate through the fiber. So that's why this fiber is called as a single mode fiber. The second propagation is through multi-mode step index fiber. As the multi-mode indicates, it can support more number of modes, and hence we require core diameter to be large as compared to the single mode fiber, so that it can support more number of modes. So again the profile is step index. So throughout the core diameter, the refractive index is N1, that is constant, and inside cladding it is N2, it is suddenly changed, that is step change, and it becomes N2. So different modes will travel at different angles. So because of different angles and different reflections, they will propagate through the fiber. And remember, since the refractive index is constant, the velocity of these rays will be constant. For particular wavelength, the velocity will be same throughout this core diameter. So this is the propagation through multi-mode step index fiber. Then third type, propagation through graded index fiber. Now if I consider gradual change, let us consider here the center, the refractive index is N1, and then it is gradually change N2, N3, N4, N5, N6 such that N1 is greater than N2, N2 is greater than N3, N3 is greater than N4 and so on. So up to cladding it is reduced to the refractive index of the cladding. So in this case this is given just to indicate how the light will propagate through the graded index fiber. Now we know that whenever light ray travels from one medium to the another medium having different refractive indices, the ray will be refracted in the second medium. So when it passes through N1, it will have constant velocity, and then N2, and since N2 is less than N1, the ray is refracted towards the boundary, that is away from the normal to the fiber axis. So because of this the ray will be refracted, and since N2 is less than N1, this ray will travel more faster than that in N1. So again when it travels through N2, the velocity will be constant, but it will be slightly faster than the velocity during this N1 part. Again when it moves towards N3, again because N3 is less than N2, ray will be refracted away from the normal, and again the velocity will be slightly increased since N3 is less than N2. So in this way the ray will propagate and the velocity of ray will go on increasing. Now at one point when the angle made by this ray becomes greater than the critical angle, the ray is not refracted but it will be reflected back. So again it will be reflected at this point when it travels from N4 to N3. Now it is moving from low refractive index to the high refractive index. So in that case again it will be refracted, and since N3 is greater than N4, the velocity will now be reduced as compared to velocity during N4. So again when N3 to N2, N2 is greater than N3, again velocity will be reduced, and again it moves from N2 to N1, again velocity will be reduced. So because of this you can observe the ray is not traveling in the straight line path like in the multimode step index fiber. Rays are traveling in the straight line path inside core and then it is reflected. But because of these variations in the refractive index, the velocity of rays will be increased or it will be reduced depend on the change in the refractive index, and because of that the ray will follow this curve path, not the straight line path. So if you look at the propagation of multimode graded index fiber, this indicates different modes at different angles. Now if I pass these modes through the step index fiber, definitely they will travel at different angles and they will reach at the end with different time. You can observe for each ray the reaching time at the end will be different because of different reflections or multiple reflections, since they all will travel with the particular speed. But that is not the case in this graded index fiber. You can observe the profile is gradually changed, that is the refractive index is gradually reduced. So the ray which is traveling at a longer distance will travel faster than the ray which is traveling near the axis of the fiber. So that because of this change in velocity, all the modes will reach at the same time. Again, when they propagate at the end, they all will reach the same time. This is required to reduce the dispersion in optical fiber. When different modes are traveling inside optical fiber, they will reach at the end with different times. So when the initial pulse is launched, it will be spread because of different reaching times of the modes. So once the pulse is spread, it will affect the bandwidth and it will reduce the bandwidth. So to avoid that, we need the graded index type of fiber where multiple modes will travel with different speeds and they will reach at the end with the same time, so that pulse spreading is reduced, so it will improve the bandwidth of the fiber. So this is the advantage of having graded index fiber. So if we compare the three different types, the first type, single mode step index fiber, we need to pass only one mode and hence the core diameter is made very small. So the diameter is around 8 to 12 micrometer. Cladding diameter is around 125 micrometer and bandwidth is high. Now since only one mode is passed through the fiber, definitely the pulse spreading is very less. Only one mode, so it will reach within the time. The pulse spreading will be very less and hence we will get high bandwidth. Single mode fiber will have the highest bandwidth. Then multi-mode graded index fiber, because of the variations in the refractive index, different modes will travel at a different speed, but they will reach at the end at the same time. So the pulse spreading is reduced in the multi-mode graded index fiber. So the typical core diameter is 50 to 100 micrometer and cladding diameter is around 125 to 400 micrometer. The bandwidth is quite less as compared to the single mode fiber, but it is more than the multi-mode step index fiber. In multi-mode step index fiber, the refractive index of core is constant, so the modes will have fixed velocity, so they will reach at different times, and because of this at the end the pulse spreading will be more, so it will reduce the bandwidth. So the multi-mode step index fiber are normally not used for the communication, they are used for the experimental purpose in laboratories. For long distance communication, single mode fiber is preferred, and for moderate communication, mostly multi-mode graded index fibers are used. So if we compare step index and graded index fiber, for step index, the refractive index is constant throughout the core, but in graded index, the refractive index is gradually decreased as a function of radial distance, and inside cladding it will be again constant. The data rate for step index fiber is low as compared to the graded index fiber. Coupling efficiency of the step index fiber is high as compared to the graded index fiber. Dispersion in step index fiber it is more, but in graded index fiber, because of the change in the velocities of the modes, the dispersion is less. Typical light source for step index mostly LED is used, but for graded index, LED or laser both are compatible. Typical bandwidth length product for step index is quite less, only up to 10 to 20 megahertz kilometer. That is, up to 1 kilometer, it will provide the bandwidth of around 10 to 20 megahertz. But if we consider the graded index fiber, they can provide bandwidth of around 150 megahertz to 1 gigahertz over a 1 kilometer of distance. So the index variation, that is the relative refractive index difference, is small in step index fiber. So it is given by n1 minus n2 by n1. In graded index, delta is quite more as compared to the step index fiber. So it is given by n1 square minus n2 square divided by 2 n1 square. Thank you.